Mr. Speaker, the big guns have lined up against H.R. 1207, the bill to audit the Federal Reserve. What is it that they are so concerned about? What information are they hiding from the American people? The screed is transparency is okay, except for those things they don't want to be transparent. Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke argues that H.R. 1207, the legislation to audit the Federal Reserve, would politicize monetary policy. He claims that monetary policy must remain independent, that is, secret. He ignores history because chairmen of the Federal Reserve in the past, especially when up for reappointment, do their best to accommodate the president with politically driven low interest rates and a bubble economy. Former Federal Reserve Board Chairman Arthur Burns, when asked about all the inflation he brought about in 1971 before Nixon's re-election, said that the Fed has to do what the president wants it to do, or it would lose its independence. That about tells you everything. Not by accident, Chairman Burns strongly supported Nixon's program of wage and price controls the same year, but I guess that's not political. Is not making secret deals with the likes of Goldman Sachs, international financial institutions, foreign governments, and foreign central banks politicizing monetary policy? Bernanke argues that the knowledge that their discussions and decisions will one day be scrutinized will compromise the freedom of the Open Market Committee to pursue sound policy. If it is sound and honest and serves no special interest, what's the problem? He claims that H.R. 1207 would give power to Congress to affect monetary policy. He dreamt this up to instill fear and old status trick to justify government power. H.R. 1207 does nothing of the sort. He suggested that the day after an FOMC meeting, Congress could send in the GAO to demand an audit of everything said and done. This is hardly the case. The FOMC function under 1207 would not change. The detailed transcripts of the FOMC meetings are released every 5 years, so why would this be so different, and what is it that they don't want the American people to know? Is there something about the transcripts that need to be kept secret, or are the transcripts actually not verbatim? Fed sycophants argue that an audit would destroy the financial market's faith in the Fed. They say this in the midst of the greatest financial crisis in history brought on by none other than the Federal Reserve. In fact, Chairman Bernanke stated on November 14, 2007 that, quote, "A considerable amount of evidence